There's someone yelling, like right outside my door. I bet the door open because it's nice and cool that way.
But you could yell, though.
All right, there are six armed guards. They've got muskets, and they're bearing the symbol of a particular warrior within the duchy. You guys can give me a knowledge nobility if you want to know who he is. Knowledge local would even work.
All right, I got 1 plus 8.
It's
24?
It's that guy.
Yeah. These are, while they may be native to Vade, they are technically Imperial soldiers. They serve underneath the auspices of the Imperial Commander. His name is Damian Valens. Damian Valens is the Imperial Commander of...
He's from Finvasa, isn't he?
Give me a second.
I recognize the name. I just...
Commander Damian Valens. He is, while the Duke technically is the chief amongst the soldiers of the duchy, this guy has ranks in the actual imperial army, and he is simply stationed in the Duchy of Vade.
Okay.
It's kind of like this weird mix of like old school titles and military meet military. He is not from Vade. In fact, he's probably got some imperial bloodline of the Valens family that probably stretches back hundreds of years. If he's a commander, then they likely were involved in military conquests. And these soldiers are here to place Arlen in their custody and to be brought before Commander Damian Valens.
Oh.
I suggest you go with them.
Yes, I will.
So, I'm assuming that
If someone could bring Damian, that would be fantastic. Is Damian in the club, or is he with us?
No, Damian probably slept in his wagon that evening.
Yeah.
Damian, you might want to
Come with us.
Yep. Rise and shine.
Why are you knocking on my door this early?
Military here to see you, sir.
He was looking around like, I don't see them. Some elaborate joke.
Yeah, supposed to be guiding us through this.
What is going on? I don't see anything. Explain to me why I'm getting dressed.
Dushelmen are arresting Arlen to bring forward to some military guy, probably to talk about what happened with Mortenzie. Be my guess. Could be something else.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
All right, give me a minute. Someone go make me some coffee.
All right.
Radimer comes wandering out for some reason. He looks like he's been up all night. Is everything all right?
No, apparently this Arlen's been arrested. Probably going the wrong way down the street or something. I don't know.
Widget will go and fetch the murderous nobleman coffee.
Okay. Damian's finally dressed. He gets some coffee in his hands.
Grabs the coffee, thank you. And he looks down at Widget. Shouldn't you be working?
Fair enough.
I left the armor in the cart. You can start with that.
Are you acting Lannister, Arlen the Lightbringer?
I am indeed.
Come with us.
May I ask, what is this regarding? He's not resisting. He's starting to roll with them. It's like, I am waiting for one of my lieutenants to come.
You're to be detained for questioning.
Could we wait one moment? One of my lieutenants will be arriving.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Sure.
You're awesome at those.
I am not bad. 25.
Fine. One of your lieutenants? They seem confused at this.
Oh, I apologize.
Aren't you a slave?
Technically, yes. Lieutenant Damian, he's from Vadapol, under the Duke. I apologize for his tardiness, but I'm sure he's on his way. He'll be here instantly. I'm certain of it.
Okay, they wait for a few moments. You get the feeling they're not going to wait for long.
Yeah. Whoever's around me is like, could you please ask Lieutenant Damian to hurry the fuck up?
That would be Arlen calling for you.
All right, Damian, you're putting on your coat as you as you see a bunch of ducal imperial soldiers.
All right. He approaches and salutes.
Yep, you outrank them, but they are bearing the insignia of the commander of basically all the forces in Vade.
He asked them if they have written orders. Do you have written orders to collect this? He looks at them and
yeah,
the orders.
Detain are. It actually says exactly what they say. Detain acting Lannister of the Circus of Dread, Arlen the Lightbringer, for questioning reason, destruction of property. Destruction of property over a talent.
So we can handle this. As I will be acting Lannister Arlen's attorney in this matter. Arlen, we will have to come with the fine officers here.
Oh, of course. I put up no resistance.
The soldiers look at Arlen again, that the slave has an arbiter. Very well, sir. They ask for their orders back.
Oh, he returns them.
Okay.
Lead the way, gentlemen.
And they flank the two of you, I guess, as you're helping push Arlen through the muck.
He doesn't at first. He's like, oh, fine, this will go faster if I push.
Okay, you enter one of the more official-looking barracks. By the sigil of it, it does look like it's the commander's area. You soon enter a part where there's no one less than the rank of lieutenant wandering around. These guards are the exception, as they put Arlen. They kind of put you into a waiting room and say, "Wait here."
Mm-hmm.
There is a bench with somebody sitting at it, and you can see his feet don't touch the bottom, and it's Mr. Bilk. They don't. The two of you are left to left alone in a room.
Yeah. Damian starts to explain exactly what he thinks is going to happen.
Okay, Mr. Bilk's there. He's like, "Hello." He looks a little nervous, and he's just sort of swinging his feet.
Good day, Mr. Bilk.
Good day, Mr. Bilk. Just an unfortunate business. Not having locked up my gladiators as they should have been.
Is that the excuse?
Oh, he did wrong.
Arlen, stop speaking.
Of course.
That's right. You intimidated him. He just glowers. He glowers at Damian because I think that bumps his.
It drops them to unfriendly and or hostile once the intimidate wears off.
Yep.
I will not stand for this destruction of property. This is not how things are done.
You're correct.
come through here in your traveling circus. The commander's not one for chaos, and I knew he was in town. You have to forgive me. He tends to side with the locals over others.
Damian said don't talk, so I'm not talking like...
Besides, I'm a subject, and you're still a slave. I hope your countess has deep pockets.
Yeah,
Well, don't respond.
he's being completely ignored right now.
Okay. Eventually, a soldier comes and offers you guys tea. It seems to be like a young page kind of thing. Would you like some tea, sirs?
Yes, very much so. Thank you.
None for me, thank you.
Okay.
Arlen is like, no, thank you.
They serve Damian some tea. And eventually there are some
Arlen detects poison on
some
it.
soldiers that come in. We will... Commander Taman Valens will receive the complainant and the accused in this matter of destruction of property over 1 talent.
Unlawful destruction.
That is for the commander to decide. Okay, you're just invited in. There's a great military desk and a bunch of people hurrying about, some pages and stuff. He seems to be writing something, and like some soldier salutes him and goes running off with a piece of paper. He hasn't looked up at all of you yet. He sort of looks at it at probably his next thing. He writes something down. He finishes sealing something. Another guy comes in and takes another message away. Then he leans back for a moment, taking a drink from a rather plain cup for someone of a very high stature. He glances up at the rest of you. He there's a slight like recognition of Damian, whether he's recognizing who Damian is or he actually stands when he sees Damian.
Damian will salute him as you should a commanding officer.
He salutes back. I wasn't expecting a Van Imp. The gnome kind of like... he doesn't like that.
Forgive me, sir, but I am representing the interests of Lady Opal. She is the owner of this particular ludus.
The Countess?
Indeed, sir.
Interesting. Please, all of you have a seat. And he kind of looks at Arlen.
Arlen gives him. It's like, it's all right. I get this all the time. It's an all right. It's okay.
Okay, Damian has a seat.
He looks down at this thing.
This is about my gladiator that was killed in cold blood by a contestant.
Yes, I know. I heard the former champion of this fine town. He says.
Looks at Damian. It's like it's not correct. He whispers in.
This town's not fine.
He goes whispers to Damian. It was Mortenzie. It wasn't Sam.
Mortenzie what?
It was Mortenzie that killed him, not Sam.
No, he means the Minotaur was the former champion of this town.
Yes, I've received already.
Yes.
I've already received a statement from the organizers of the Pit of the Stone Bear. He says, and I understand that a gladiator escaped from his cage after his match and slayed your property, while he was incapacitated following his match.
Yes, indeed. Gan is worth quite much on open market. And he was nowhere near the pinnacle of his craft.
Lost 2 in a row.
This gladiator named Mortenzie belongs to the Circus of Dread, yes?
That is correct, sir.
Was this
Put your
Mortenzie?
hand on your shoulder, like, don't talk.
Was this Mortenzie and slave gladiator under any orders or instructions by you or any of his handlers to commit this act?
He takes his hand off your shoulder as if answer.
No. I've been given plain instructions to my gladiators not to kill.
Gladiators are known for their undisciplined manners. Sometimes they cannot let grudges go after matches are done. This is not the first time this happened, he says. It will not be the last. He's actually writing something down, and he stamps it. Do you have any final remarks before I write in a number?
Yes, sir. If I may, how was it he escaped his bombs and to attack the downed minotaur?
As I understand, some of the gladiators that were participating weren't chained, and that the leaders of your ludus seem it pertinent to allow their gladiators to walk around not only unchained, but armed. The law is clear in this matter. The actions of the gladiators are a Lannister is responsible for the actions of his gladiators, acting or no.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, sir. However, perhaps we could speak to this Mortenzie as to his motives. We have not had the opportunity as of yet.
Yes, I thought the same thing. Curious, that. Mortenzie was found this morning dead in his own cell.
What?
He took a jagged piece of metal that he found and slit his own wrists.
So, if I may, my lord, it seems to me that not only was Mortenzie allowed to kill another gladiator while under the watchful eye of the arena, he was allowed to kill himself as well.
Give me a diplomacy check. Or a profession lawyer.
Oh, same thing, so...
Okay, do you have 5 ranks in one? You can get a +2 synergy on the other one if you want.
Oh, okay, well then I got a 23.
Can Arlen aid?
Arlen's been really polite. You can aid.
+2 auto aid.
25.
Agreed. What ranks were these gladiators?
Mortenzie was a veteran-ranked gladiator, and your minotaur was what, Mr.
He would have been level 10, so give me a second. I gotta reopen the...
Heroic, isn't he?
He was heroic tier.
He was just defeated by chump tier.
Yeah.
Like last time Sam was ranked, he was level 5, level 4.
Heroic tier.
Whoop some ass.
Alright. I highly doubt that the civic arena will want to pay this tab, to foot this bill for a dead gladiator, and you also owe Mr. Bilk here for destruction of property. With Mr. Bilk's permission, I shall...
He whispers to Damian, we had discussed that there would be 10k for maiming or killing after the fight.
Enough.
No. The whisper. It was like,
Yeah. He's like telling you, like, let the man speak.
Given that there no doubt there is history here, as I understand that Gan Bloodhorn also maimed one of your companions after a battle.
This is true.
Something perhaps you should have mentioned. Good thing that I have a very good mind and memory. He's very neat. Like, everything is really neat and ordered, and he's filling out forms while he's talking. I shall deduct the value of your veteran gladiator lost while in the custody of the Imperial Civic Arena from the cost of Mr. Bilk's damages. But I wasn't in charge of the security of the arena. Yes, but you have not paid this ludus for the maiming of one of their own.
That's very fair, sir.
You have 10 days to pay the 10 talents to Mr. Bilk here. And he's handing you... both matters are settled. If I see either one of you back here complaining about gladiators killing each other in streets unlawfully, then I will take the next martial punishments out of your hides directly. Public whipping and scourging in the square. Do you understand? You should also understand that, as a commander, I have cursed and hexed whips at my disposal. I understand that both of you are casters of some sort. So I understand that those that are the receiving end of such whips find it very difficult to cast for a very long time. And he continues writing.
Thank you.
Know that my courtly powers extend beyond the Duchy of Vade. But this warning will only be for the Duchy. I do not want to step on any of the toes of my fellow commanders or magistrates. This report will be filed with Magistrate Veru in Vatopol, and a copy will be sent up the chain to my commanders. Is there anything else that you wish to say in this matter? Do you have any other matters that you need to bring before me? Please make an appointment with the officer outside.
Sir, is the matter of Mortenzie's property, his gear, as it were?
Yes, I believe that they are still, I believe that all of his property is still at the pit of the Stone Bear. Unless anyone contests for that, I do not see any legal reason why this should not return to the Circus of Dread, as per the law. And he just puts his quill down into the holder. Next.
And
Thank you, sir.
yeah, deals Arlen out of there.
Mr. Bilk looks angry as he's just holding onto this thing. He's shaking as he's leaving. 10 talents. 10 talents? Just fuming.
You should get a better lawyer.
So question, Marty, we had 20 talents down in a pot. Did we get that pot?
Did you win?
Yes.
You beat all the ass.
Yeah, you won. You didn't... Yep.
So we took that money. So I'll gladly pay him the 10 talents.
Okay.
You fucking cheat.
Get a receipt. Oh, did you think I was only good in that arena? Oh no, I'm good in that arena as well. He's pointing back at the tent.
Okay. 20.
Arlen,
He says in Elven to you. His Elven's pretty poor, but it's enough to get
Yeah.
the gist across.
we'll get you.
In Elven, Damian responds, "Did you just threaten my client?"
Fuck off.
That's what he says, and Mr. Bilk runs away.
I was like, oh, fuck my life.
In the land of the psychos, the one-eyed man should keep his mouth shut, because he's got one eye.
Yeah, I'll go. It's like, meet me at our caravan, and I'll give you your 10 talents. Or send someone or whatever. No, meet me. Fuck you. You go there.
Yeah, you pay you spend the day paying the bills and that sort of thing, and you return back to the Ludus.
We need to talk about. Oh, I give Grizaak his fucking key. Like, now you. Oh, sorry. Or actually, no. I give it to Zeta.
Okay.
Go past that buck.
So, Arlen, if anything like that ever happens again, say nothing until I arrive. You'd be amazed what they'll use against you.
Yes. No. You are quite good at this, Damian. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
I am fulfilling my oath to Lady Opal. Nothing more.
Well, I was hoping it would be more personal, but I accept that as well.
Interesting. You've made the adjustments to your ledger, the -10 and all your winnings
Yep.
and all that sort of thing. Feels like the circus made out pretty well on this trip to.
I think so. Damian himself made 10 talents. So.
We made 30K. Arlen made 6.
Sam made 8 talents, won his honor, got his hand burned. You'll be on top of the world.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Because this town kind of sucked at the end last time. It was like a roller coaster of like, we are the champion.
Okay. Zeta gets the key to the choker that is keeping Grizaak from teleporting and polymorphing.
Okay.
A very powerful control device, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, we'll
Or do
be
say
keeping
so.
that just in case. All right, Grizaak. I'm gonna free you from this, and you'll be able to lie all you want. She undoes the collar.
Oh, seriously? Fuck you guys! Finally. I'm gonna go fly around for a bit. I'll be back. Pretty sure. Just don't move.
You should. Okay.
His takes off.
Yeah, you're able to wild shape. It's been months since you've been able to wild shape. Ever since you got captured by these slavers and soldiers. And probably a caster. There probably had to have been a caster. There was likely an inquisitor of the five-faced god that was involved in your capture. Luckily, the inquisitor realized that you were not the right storm priest he was looking for.
Mm.
Yeah, you're able to turn into a medium-sized bird and fly around and
fly around for a bit.
You're looking over the destruction, and sort of all the soldiers and people squatting in the ancient ruins, and we'll just sort of zoom out. I'll briefly show the Fallenstone picture. That's what Fallenstone looks like from above. Grizaak's flying around in Fallenstone.
Yeah, he'll fly around for like a few hours, like 3 hours or something.
If you want,
Or 2 hours. Just 2 hours, and he'll come back.
if you want your shit identified, like that cursed ring.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, oh shit! Come back.
Yeah, there's tiny Grizaak flying around. Whee! Lots of places to land in.
Caw-caw, caw-caw.
Many
Actually, no.
places to shit where it would be inappropriate.
Yeah, no, he'll remember like, oh fuck, I got a ring on, I gotta get it off. And he'll swing back to get the ring off.
Okay, Zeta and Evander are there. You fly into their you fly into their wagon.
Yeah. He'll turn into Grizaak.
Duh.
Oh, I'm so fucking good. He goes cracking every fucking way.
The weird thing is that the strip around his neck is actually cleaner than the rest of him. It's a little weirdly hairy, though. Kind of like a cast removed.
Can you guys do anything about this ring here?
Let me see it.
Yeah, sure.
She tries to identify it.
Yeah, the DC is 15 plus caster. I always have to look up this formula. It's 11 or 15 plus caster level.
I think it's 20 per caster. 15 plus cast spell. 20,
yeah.
cursed items.
Curse, yeah, without curse item. So, spell craftu. You can give me your spellcraft. Are you using identify?
Well, she's gonna ask him to take it off. If he can't take it off, she'll be like, "Oh,
That's the
probably
fucking
cursed."
problem now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it does not.
And she'll use
come
identify.
off.
All right, so she's gonna use identify.
Okay.
That's a plus 10. Let's go +2 to identify.
The DC's
Is she an
34.
elf? 41.
Okay, it is a cursed ring. It is tied to another ring that is the command device for this curse. This curse, here, I'll type it to you and I'll let you,
Is it like Magnus's tramp stamp?
The curse is you can't remove it. This particular thing may or may not be a curse.
And you're a druid?
Yep.
It's a, upon command from another ring, it will summon a suit of very heavy full plate upon you, which what I am assuming will dampen your powers.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yes, we'll have to do
That's bad. Can we get rid of it?
spellcraft. Do you want to get rid of this thing?
It would be a remove curse to remove the ring.
That's right. A remove curse spell will have to be used to remove the ring. Perhaps you can ask your healer, Arlen. I hear he's quite talented.
Oh, yeah. My healer. Fuck, I just met the guy. Fucking gnomes and goblins everywhere. Sure, yeah.
Arlen is back. Not back.
Yeah,
Not back.
Arlen gets back. Arlen's chatting with Damian. Seems to have gone well.
Hey, Valen! Get over here.
I will let you deal with that dwarf.
Need your help.
I want nothing to do with him.
I'm not a dwarf, I'm a Grizaak. I got a ring here that I need to get rid of. Can you get rid of it on me?
It's like, why don't you just take it off?
Fuck, here's another one. I can't. It's cursed. What your name said, it'll put armor on me. It's linked to a ring. Somebody, I assume that Pisha got. He make armor on top of me. The bastard did it once before. I remember it too. Didn't know it was a fucking ring.
Okay, so you can't remove it. I assume it's cursed. I'll speak with Zeta for a second.
Yeah, you speak with Zeta. You find out it's a cursed item. You know that
the spell.
you have remove curse as a 4th level. It's a 3rd level cleric spell.
Yeah.
You need to beat the DC of the curse. The DC of this curse is 20.
Sure. And what's the roll for this?
D20 plus cast roll.
All right. Well, I can't do it now. I'd have to rest
That's fine.
and prepare the spells tomorrow.
Over successive days, you end up at some point breaking the curse. How many 3rd level spells do you have per day?
I can do 5.
Okay, so the next morning, give me a roll.
5. Number sign 1d20 plus 7. Do we level?
No, not yet.
Absolutely. No, one of them.
Yeah,
One
the
of them,
next
yeah.
day. Okay, so you have the curse component identified and kind of pulled off to the side. What you don't have is the joined item that actually makes the curse or makes the item work.
Perhaps he'd want this back. Interesting. Maybe you can trade this for your spark.
It's Sparky. Thanks.
No, you're welcome.
It's an
I'm gonna go
interesting
talk
idea.
to someone else. This is awkward.
All right then.
Let's take a glance at the gladiator planning sheet. So what you guys are doing for fights and that sort of thing.
Did they bring the contracts and like they said they would bring the contracts and everything else for them the next day?
Yeah, you have everything that you agreed upon, and it looks like Joran the Hin has transferred the ownership of both Nibbles and Grizaak to the Circus of Dread. Like, that's all been done. However, there's still the issue of what happens to Grizaak's familiar. You do hear through the grapevine that the slave lord and his caravan are packing up to leave Fallenstone. They've got no reason to stay here anymore.
Okay. Well, let's go and see them to see if we can get your thing back.
Who are you bringing with you this time?
Let's bring the lieutenant.
Okay. The lieutenant comes.
Wilbur?
I know. I should be working.
You really should.
We'll keep.
Taking a coffee
I'm
break?
just saying.
Yep.
And Ugg's always a special one. Bring Ugg. I hope you don't mind, Ugg. I apologize for having
No, that's
for
fine.
asking you to.
You gonna piss them off again? Is that how it's gonna work? So
No,
says to
Damian is more than capable at managing the ways of the laws, and I won't go anywhere without him.
Arlen,
Just understand, you have no legal right.
Sure.
how are the accounts?
How the accounts?
Yeah.
We're fucking rich.
Alright, just pay the fucker.
Yeah, well, we'll see how much you want. Sure, yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
Alright.
I just need to know. I just want basically some protection as well. So
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I get it.
You see a bunch of goblins, and this goblin with a broken nose that go scrambling away from Damian, like they recognized him.
did we get someone to pick up Mortenzie's stuff?
Yes. You sent some servants to go get it, and they fetched Mortenzie's gear. Nothing was missing. Oh, I can't say that. You don't know. There is a package to arrive, and you haven't inventoried it, but you heard word that his stuff has been transported.
Check it, somebody.
Somebody who knows him.
Okay, who's checking it?
Sam. Sam hung out with Mortenzie. Roger hung out with Mortenzie for a while. Should know some of his stuff.
All right, so Roger's just standing there having coffee in the morning while Sam's actually doing the work. He's just sort of standing beside you, prattling on. So I said to her, "Get on my fucking horse. Get out of here."
Yeah. How many fucking cat's feet does one guy need? At some point you're
All right, let's go through his equipment because this is fucking hilarious. Okay, so his Earthbreaker was returned. The sleeping stick of Xorbinius was returned. A dagger, bow, masterwork javelins, sure. His chain shirt was taken off of his body, and it was in there. His robes of resistance, a lady's sun hat is found inside of the box. There is an amulet of natural armor, a silk scarf. The thing that isn't returned is the hand mirror holy symbol. That isn't there, and I don't know if you notice it gone. The Vars family ring is in there, the cloak of elven kind. His potions, I guess he carried these on him. I guess he handed them off before he got into the ring. I don't know if they were allowing potions to go there. He did have a bit of wealth. Amongst his other things that were in a giant backpack that he carried around was a masterwork dominatrix kit with sex toys.
Pull out a big floppy dong. Oh.
Whoa! A doily cloth, 5 tinder twigs, a small wooden water basin with crude engravings of horses, 3 bars of soap, a down-filled quilt, a brass candle holder, 3 pine-scented candles, an iron-wrought fire poker with a branded leather handle, a pewter cup with copper trim, a silver-plated 2-pronged meat fork, a wreath of pine cones with green ribbons, a small wicker basket, and a 10-point rack of deer antlers mounted on a wooden plaque. Mixed throughout all of this were tiny, like, little shards of mirror. You cut yourself a couple of times. Give me a reflex save. This is DC 10.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you don't cut yourself at all. Like you managed to kind of like, oh, what the hell? You find his stuff and then give me a int check or a perception check to like really understand what might have been missing.
Perception check would be 1 second. Sam's perception. His wisdom damage is gone. That is 11, so it's 27.
Oh yeah, you do know right away that for the last little while he was waving around this hand mirror and carried it everywhere with him and like talked into it, and like that whatever that was gone. Could be he had it in his hand and somebody picked it up, or it was expensive, or
it got broke, or
You do note that it's gone.
Yep. Don't know that I care.
Hey, does he have anything good in there? Does that mean we get to divvy it? Hey, what about you and I just take his hammers and sell it? We could use the cash for betting and stuff. Says Roger.
No.
Oh, come on, just one then, just one.
No. No. That's not how we do things.
Callie just in one of Sam's like shirts, and that's it. Kind of sticks her head out. You're bad at betting anyways, Roger. Ah, fuck you, he says. Fucking elves cheating, taking my money.
Hey, the other guys say that cheating is how you're supposed to play the game. So if the game is about cheating, you suck at it.
Hey, yeah. Hey, Callie, you wanna teach me how you guys cheat? You mean how to play cards? I'm not a dealer. I just crack knuckles of assholes like you that step out of line. Crack knuckle. You don't even know how to speak common right. Fucking elves.
They're goblins.
I can show you that knuckle crack and go, Roger, you want to lend me your hand?
Yeah. Where'd I put my crossbow? Because he was wandering away, making sure that you're not following him. As you guard the trunk of Mortenzie's things.
I
Did he have any money on him?
Yeah, Mortenzie has apparently like a 1.6 talents. So
that goes
I'm going to throw a dildo at Roger from downtown.
That
okay.
goes.
Hey,
that
fuck you.
That money goes into the looting. He owes us.
Roger picks it up and puts it in his pocket. Kind of wipes it off a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna copy Mortenzie's gear and put it into the stuff to be divvied. This is the Circus of Dread loot.
So the 1.6 talents we're putting into the Ludus because we had to pay 15 talents because of him.
I think we should all get Grizaak some bath soap. Just soap. Just keep giving him soap.
Okay, and I'm going to erase the hand mirror holy symbol and cross off his tattoos because you don't know where his body went. And are you adding the treasure to his?
It's the 1.6. I took that.
1.676.
So 1. I don't want to put 3 decimals. 0.67. Can I make 1.7?
No.
We're dealing with 70 talents here.
Sure, 1.7. There you go. Oh, you also had a cigar clipper. I don't know why.
Those things are, if you want to be intimidating.
That was kept very close to the dominatrix kit.
That's one of the things.
Mortenzie was a fun character. We'll just wait till the last scene of tonight, though. Is he really gone? All right, so the four of you go marching up to where you see great pavilions being packed away as the Pasha, as he likes to be called. Where is his token? I can't find him.
He ran away too hard.
He was the
He's over here.
south.
Oh yeah, way the hell over there. Okay. The far end from the quarter, you get the sense that you're being followed by goblins. And every once in a while, the goblins make rude gestures at Damian and then go running away.
Did you do something to piss him off?
Oh, fuck my life.
You muted, Mark.
Sorry, Damian does want to send a letter to Vatapul, to Ashoka.
Okay.
Just basically telling him, I was in Fallenstone, and you'll never guess who I ran into.
Yeah, sure. You want to mark the week where the letter was sent?
Okay.
Well, the Grim Goblin were here. Was it like all the Grim Goblin?
No, it's just some of them.
Because that courting can continue.
There was one in particular that they thought dead. It is week 28 is when you sent the letter, which means the letter will arrive in week. You could have sent it in 27. It'll arrive in week 29.
Was it Mama Bugbear or was it the reincarnated druid?
It was Mama Bugbear. So that was week 28 it was sent? All right.
Yeah, I'll mark down letter from Damian on the week.
Did the druid die again? Oh yeah.
Well, no, the reincarnated druid died after reincarnating, which meant that it was too fresh.
Okay, some guards spot you guys approaching. We don't want any trouble, is what he says. Just guard.
No trouble. Nope, we don't need any trouble either. It's been a long week. You know why we're here, and we're just wondering how much would it cost to have this sparky thing. And also, he takes out the ring. Does your master want this back? Because this is not part of Grizaak's gear.
Okay, the slaver looks at the ring. He recognizes it. He just puts up his finger for a moment. He's about to go into the tent to ask.
Oh, let them in out of the drizzle.
He just waves you in.
Ah, Master Pavi.
Oh, yes, what do you think? Yellow or pink?
He's trying on scarves.
Well, Arlen, what are the other colors on him?
He's wearing a blue robe today. A bright blue robe.
Pink brings out the Kelly in your cheeks.
Oh,
Yes.
how sweet of you. Wilbur, is it?
Friends call me Widget.
Wait
Yeah,
then.
I agree, the pink.
Oh, Widgie, I think you're right.
He says he's standing before a mirror.
he's processing Widgie.
Do you know what also would go well with the blue? Try orange.
Hmm.
It's also an off color.
You know what? I think you're right.
And he just drops both scarves.
Fetch me the orange one.
And they fetch servants, pick up the scarves, and fetch him an orange one. This is a thing they're scrambling about. He waits for a moment. He's just looking at himself in the mirror.
What kind of Christmas score is he rocking?
He seems likable.
Arlen doesn't really have a problem with the guys.
Oh, now that's much better. Yes, yes. A nice orange sash. I'm gonna wear it like a sash today.
I think that would do well, actually. Good choice. So,
he actually takes the yellow.
No, give me the yellow one.
And he puts it around Arlen.
There you go. Nice silk sash for you.
well, thank you.
Now what can I do for you, dear? I hope that all grumpy moods yesterday weren't We're going to spoil any future arrangements, any
No, of
future
course
dealings, and just, well, future company.
No. I wanted to make sure we were all right. Apparently yesterday we were all on the wrong side. We all woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Oh,
I'm
yes, I had a
exhausted.
splitting headache from our drinking the night before. And then, that ugly dwarf just has everyone around him in a bad mood. I think it's his smell.
Stinks horribly.
Isn't he? Is what he says to Damian.
So,
I am going to miss Nibbles here, and I do notice that you've brought Ugg once again to taunt me. But I suppose Wilbur makes up for it. Don't you, Widgie?
I do my best.
Fine. We'll be departing here today. I've got a few places to stop as my caravan packs up.
yes, we'll be also departing very shortly.
What direction are you headed?
Oh, we were thinking about heading north, but now that I have no more gladiators to have contest, we'll likely press on in a westwardly direction.
I wish you all the best of luck. And I do wish to meet on excellent circumstances in the future.
Of course, we're going to have to head south first to go west. Vatapole, the roads are much nicer there to Canterport, and then on to the Imperial City. I'll have to check up on a few of my holdings.
Excellent.
How big is his caravan?
He had 40 to 50 soldiers and about 60 servants and people. It's like 100 people.
It's twice our size.
Do you really quietly? Do you want to encourage him to come the same way? Propose some sort of arrangement where he bets on our fights?
If you do wish to come along...
Oh, no.
north,
I would have come along with you out of a sporting sense of, sportsmanship, I guess, to bet with my gladiators against your gladiators, but given that you don't like to lose, I decided I'm going to go to the Imperial capital. I've got more slaves likely in Vatapole. I'll check up on them.
All right. Well, it is unfortunate, but I did really enjoy meeting you and spending some time with you.
Yes. You're really young at this Lannister game. Pretty soon, one day, you'll realize when you're like 514 that's easy come, easy go.
Yes. I am still new to this. I do have this ring of yours that I wanted to return for you.
Oh, yes. I almost forgot about that, Grizaak.
Yes.
Sense motive.
He's lying. He's like,
Yeah. Ooh.
How nice for you to return it to me.
and he holds out his hand.
I was also wondering if we could discuss Sparky.
Did you put it in his hand, or you still have it in your
No. It's like I was wondering if we could also discuss Sparky.
Oh, trinket for trinket. I see. Perhaps you have learned a little lesson. I'm so glad I was around to teach it to you.
He produces from a pouch that was much too small and not baggy enough to have this rock statue. You can't even describe the creature looks like a swirl of air with some sort of angry face on it. You don't know what it is that you're trying to bargain for.
Don't worry, there isn't a scratch on it. I rather liked having it upside down as a paperweight.
Don't tell him that I have it yet. It's going to be entertaining. I tell the other guys. I give him the ring.
Okay. You pick it up, and you actually heard the sound of thunder in your ears when you when you touched that thing.
Oh, did it do it for you as well?
Yes.
You know how you hold a seashell up to your ear and you can hear the ocean? Well, that thing, I don't know what it is it's trying to make you hear. Dreadful weather. I'm from someplace very dry.
He plucks the ring from your hand.
Yeah. A pleasure doing business with you.
Yes,
Asha?
He just puts it into his pocket.
gotta remember not to put that one on.
Safe travels. Great fortunes await you, I hope.
Oh, as they do, as they do.
Watch out for the conclave. They cheat like hell down in Vatapole.
Conclave, oh yes, conclave of the conclave of the Crimson Scale. I hear they have a dragon. Maybe I'll be able to buy it.
They don't cheat. It's just you have to watch your contracts.
Tip the hat.
Say hello to your uncles for me.
Will do.
Off we go, off we go.
I was looking forward to like Grizaak flying and then just being turned into like a just encased in iron.
Iron son of a bitch!
Thomas Kirby, remember to pack my sponges this time. You just hear him.
Damien,
Oh, great. So Arlen puts the scarf around his
Damien's
neck.
leaving the tent, just thinking to himself, that man knows how to travel.
Yeah. Arlen,
I think we
Arlen,
all like him.
Yeah, we do. Arlen is detecting magic on the scarf.
I think it's just Masterwork Scarf.
Yep. The silk scarf, it's worth 100 gold pieces. You can put magic in it.
Sweet. I made some money, bitches.
All right, put a 100 gold piece yellow silk scarf on your character sheet.
Sweet. Yeah. Slotless.
Sure, it's not magical. It normally goes around your neck, although you could tie it around your waist or something else if you wanted.
You can tie it around anything, you can tie stuff around.
You can make a sling, you can do all sorts of things.
The magic scarf of strangling.
That's awesome.
All right, so Master Piva Chelkios leaves. As
It would have been funny if we lost and then he had all our gladiators and then we kept having to fight him for our gladiators back. Just this.
he was just gonna follow you around and see how much money he could make while making you fight for things that were like, yeah, he was basically gonna act like a gambling sinkhole for you guys.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
No, you won the fight. The crit could have easily been Nibbles walks up to Damian, accidental crits and
Murders him.
and destroys Damian, right? Like we saw.
The only reason the fight had any like sense of calm was we went there and beforehand. Like this is what I was saying.
We saw what they did.
The Grizaak won initiative. The Grizaak flies and casts booming spells. We put 2 people in the arena who didn't have ranged weapons. Period. Like they you got a couple of knives you're gonna chuck at them?
Beforehand.
I do have a bow.
So Adam, beforehand,
never do.
Arlen did an appraise check and knew exactly what that thing did. So he knew he couldn't fly away or couldn't do anything.
Oh, did it prevent like
prevent
We knew
wizard
we knew
fly
exactly.
spell?
We knew it. No, it prevented his.
Sorcerer fly spell?
No, he did. Yeah, he didn't check that.
Sorcerer fly spell and fireballs will make
I'm
that time.
sure it prevented
What
him
was
from flying
Widget
away.
crafting in this week?
He's working on the armor.
Okay, so I think he can only get 2 days of crafting in because you didn't
There was
want
a
to
bunch
be
of
in the middle
stuff.
of it
Yeah.
while Damian was fighting. He didn't want to give up his armor. So how many days will it take for the armor to
15.
be crafted? Okay, you can't fast craft that, or can you?
Let me check the DC. I think it's DC 9, so 5 plus 9, 14?
14, and you have the spells required?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay,
yeah,
so you can fast craft that, so you need 7.5 days. So craft armor 2 out of 7. Or it'd be 4 out of 15, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a
I guess we'll have to
fruitful-
do 2.5 out of 7. No, 2 out of 7.
Actually, no. Do it regular crafting because it's armor. My armor is not as good as my weapons.
Okay. 2 out of 15.
He doesn't want to be rushed. He doesn't want to have to worry about it.
All right, so we have actually played through 3 weeks of the Dread and Circus. This is week 25, 26, and 27. We are almost halfway through the summer season.
Uh-oh.
And we haven't rolled for random encounters for those 3, or random events for your gladiators in those 3 weeks.
So we need to, next place we go, we need to fight twice.
So I'm going to ask for 3 D100 rolls. The first one is 20%.
I got the first one. No.
Okay, next one is 40%.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay, Drakester will take the next one. 90%. Third week.
Well, no, I think that's the first roll of whatever the event is.
Oh, yeah,
right?
sure, the event. We'll do the
There's
event.
the event. 90 goes into the event roll.
90 is good, because high
Yes.
is good in this table.
All right.
So we'll do that. Dread and
I
Circus.
didn't know that before I suggested.
A traveling monk dwarf happens to be crossing the street.
This Kincaid better be the bee's knees of
Okay,
awesome.
I need another D100.
I tell you, I've been dreaming about playing this character since I first came up with him.
A D100?
Yep.
66.
66.
Okay. Wow, they're all kind of that way. Oh.
No, Arlen does not get into a relationship with Grizaak.
No, that's fine, Drake. That's fine.
Too weird.
Somebody just
I don't know how to
got
play that.
a major XP bump,
Okay.
and it's one
Come
of
on,
the,
Damian,
it's
you're
one
a
of the
level
it's one of
behind
the
everybody
no,
else.
it's actually one of the gladiators.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Ugg, Sam, Mortenzie, Roger, Edward,
Mortenzie's dead.
Arlen. This could be applied to any new character that you sub in for Mortenzie, because all of you are maintaining one randomly rolled gladiator in that ludus.
Roll a stump. Roll a stump.
So I'm gonna say it is a D6. Ugg, Sam, Mortenzie, Roger, Edward, Arlen.
3.
Mortenzie.
Okay.
So plus
there's
1 level or something?
No,
on the-
no. There's 10%. I think there's a percentage of what you needed for your next level that gets tacked onto that. So I will handle that
Oh, sweet.
offline.
Okay.
This will. So I think what we should do is we should roll up your new gladiator mark that is part of the ludus.
And then figure out how they get in.
And then once you have a build, we'll figure out how to smush them into the thing.
I'm pretty certain it's the winner's pot of some sort of fight.
One of the stream gave a hero point for a nice thing to happen. So remember when Roger was fucking around with his +1 heavy crossbow?
Yes.
He got the wrong +1 heavy crossbow back, and this crossbow had some powers in it, and he's asking Arlen, what the fuck's wrong with my crossbow?
Okay, identify.
You can thank Quinta for that one, as we had a...
Good man. Yeah.
Was this the orb thing? It was.
Just let my cat out. Hang on.
Okay. So, identify. Identify.
Now I have to find Quinta's email.
I can do. I'll put another. I'll do this. I'll use a spell. 25. So I'm an asshole.
Okay. It is a +1 crossbow with this particular power in it. It's called beaming.
That's the one. Makes little glowy orbs, like witch lights come out of it.
Once per day as a swift action, a number of glowy orbs come out of the weapon, equal to its enhancement bonus. So a single orb comes out, which then float around the wielder's head like a halo and fire rays of light at the wielder's foes. As a free action, once per round, you can fire them as a searing light at any target within range.
Yeah, once per round, you can expend one orb as a free action, and during that round, you have to either make an attack or full attack with the weapon.
Oh, there's something wrong with it. This little thing buzzes around my face whenever I hold this thing up, and there's something cursed about it.
That's no, it's not cursed.
I don't want it.
You dumbass. It's not cursed. It's got an extra ability in it.
Huh?
So they gave you the wrong bow. They gave you the wrong crossbow.
I want contingency back.
This is better. You can. This gives you the same. Here, try shooting that thing and mutter this word.
What the? What the fucking?
That's right.
He's
Yeah,
like checking his hair. That came from the light thing.
that's right.
Oh, I spent a whole fucking day fighting this little thing, trying to get it away from my head.
No, you can do this. I believe once a day, and if we get this bow more powerful, it would be you'd be able to do this a couple more times.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, what do I call it? I'm gonna call this Firebug.
I really like this one.
So let's get the fuck out of here before they figure out they got the wrong one. Hey, what's this thing?
Get the cannons ready, Wilbur!
What's this thing worth?
A lot more than the first one.
All right.
Jesus Christ, retrain some skills into gambler.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna call this one.
Train. Do we have a gambling thing in our Ludus?
Yes, we do.
Train him. Just fucking give him skill points.
Okay. All right. So that resets the random thing down to 20, which we still need to roll. So one more D100 roll as several events are happening.
Mark, go ahead.
Oh, sorry to hear, Drixter, man. Pets dying suck. It's the sucky part of having a pet.
37.
Okay, that basically.
Sorry for your loss, man.
All right. The end of that week, week 27, and then we will do the planning for the Conclave of Crimson Scale later. Why do I have fight speed? Oh, Damian is fighting and traveling. Okay, yeah, Damian's random encounters are actually part of that other Ludus, and his XP is tied to what the masters get, not what the individuals get. Okay, are you guys traveling further north, Ahmed?
How far till we get to the next town?
Let me pull up the map.
Are there any other gladiators here that want to fight our guys?
No. They after watching you murder and no, there's. It'll be good to put some distance.
We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Okay, so you guys right now are in Fallenstone. The next place is called the Highland Locks. It is 4 days down the river, and then probably another 2 days to get to the locks themselves. You're entering into the Protectorate of Many Lakes. These massive lakes, some of which are linked via great industrial efforts by the Empire.
Where are we?
Fallenstone.
Okay, we're still there. Okay.
You know, it'll be a lot easier for me to finish up with this armor if we don't piss off everyone in the town and then have to kind of leave.
I didn't expect one of our gladiators to. That was a shame.
Mortenzie.
I should have seen it.
Mortenzie.
I should have seen it coming, to be honest. It is partly my fault. I should have seen it coming, but well, I'll keep an eye out. You learn.
Okay. As you guys pack up and travel north, basically you're going to spend next time traveling. You know that the Highland Locks and Land Bridge and Lake Moat are places where there are gladiatorial arenas. Like these are I wouldn't call them major towns, but towns that have minor arenas in them. Really, you want to get to Citadel by the Lake, as you've heard stories that they walk on waterfalls while fighting. The elves do this in great style.
Walk fights.
We're gonna end the night with a couple of cutscenes that you guys don't have knowledge of,
No knowledge.
but they're taunting and wonderful. So after Valen paid your giant tab and kind of watched you guys leave, Valen ends up going to pay a visit to a particular old man at a smoking place that is in Fallenstone. And basically the scene is him going into the lodge of the Imperial Expeditionary Force, and going to talk to a particular old man that is there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bring it on. We're so ready for you right now.
Bring it on.
We then cut to several days after the caravan left that Valen hops on his own horse and begins to travel north.
We're gonna have to kill him.
Like him.
Oh, I'll turn him into a gladiator. This will be great.
That's how you do it.
Maybe my next character is Valen.
The other scene that is a bit more dark. Yeah, you could have Valen as your next character, Mark, if you wanted, although you would have to be captured and then turned into a gladiator, so I don't...
I don't know how it works. I just...
We'll work him over, Ugg, and we'll see what we'll do with him.
The next scene, however, is a bit more dark, as on an off period for gladiatorial fighting, a bunch of goblins led by... what was his name?
The High Seer of Xorbinius.
Feebler the Lark, or whatever is riding inside of his skin, sneak in to the pit of Xorbinius, i.e. the pit of the stone bear, and quickly with a spell excavate a bunch of earth. And with a quick ceremony, they place the rotting corpse, naked, wrapped up in a burlap sack and twine, holding on to a particular mirror, and place him in the ground. Before covering up the burial site of Mortenzie's body with earth. It is in this place that Mortenzie's body will bake and be feasted upon by worms while staring into the mirror. They enact several enchantments, dance quietly to their new lord, and pray to the vile undergod to inhabit the body that they've given to him, whose body was offered up in self-sacrifice, whose soul belongs to the thing behind the reflection.
The next time you see Mortenzie, kill him.
Destroy.
For some reason, I think I have no mouth for it, but I must scream.
I don't think we're going to be able to do much. It depends what you are when we see you next.
Grave Knight or something.
The last scene is some unknown amount of time later when a clawed hand is bursting forth from the dirt.
Fuck my life.
He's gonna end the Proper Legends campaign. That's where he's popping out. I got a god in me. Yeah, that's like an Uger Altagar problem.
Yeah. That's problem right here.
We're tagging out on this one, sorry.
Nope. Not dealing with this anymore.
We're gonna get the guy who throws mountains to deal with you.
There are some creepy things crawling around in this world.
Yeah, there's a big dragon.
Like an octopus. Got a flying octopus.
The biggest, most powerful, like, to be fucking serious, is that we've seen is that dragon.
It's the snake in the lake.
Like the snake in the lake. The snake in the lake is, like,
It's terrifying.
wow.
That was what these guys saw. Then the Dominion, not Dominion, the Doomsday guys saw the dragon in Elf Shadow.
Yep.
And then the current party, I think, was skirting with the thing behind the reflection.
Well, there's the thing behind the reflection, and then if we're talking about other creepy McCreepersons that we haven't been dealing with too much, the Fan of Man has a large amount of something horrible. Now, I don't know if it's on the same scale. Right? He's like, that's like,
He's an immortal dude screwing around.
well, yeah, he's beyond the mortal level of evil. Like he's beyond what a mortal can just achieve. Like, look at me, I'm immortal. I'm doing good. Look at all the evil I could do. Well, he's a step beyond that. Like he's he's epically evil.
I really like the titles of these characters. These titles make me smile. It's because it's not like, oh, and then the Baelor wearing that, like it kind of like demystifies things almost.
No.
Yeah, you don't know what they are, and you're gonna have to keep on guessing. That and unique foes are always fun to build.
Right.
I think it's a good place to leave it. What are we gonna call the night? We need a name for the night. A name for the game?
Sore winners.
Name of the game.
Victory at Fallenstone.
Fuck my life. Fuck Arlen's life.
Oh yeah, and the Foxfire's like, well, there's also the counter clock, and what that brings.
The what was it? Was the sacrifice? What was the
Wait, what countdown clock?
What was the demon, or what was the voice inside Mortenzie's head asking? It was, what about my sacrifice, or what about my
Oh yeah. What about my sacrifice or my offering?
What about my offering? What about my offering? Where's my elephant?
Wait, what's the countdown clock? Which one is that?
All clocks that count down in a fantasy setting are bad. In fact, if there's a clock and it's
do
not
we have
going
a
forward, it's bad.
Do we have a
Evil
clock like that? I don't remember this at all.
No?
Are we gonna roll up that random?
Oh yeah. Let's roll up the random.
I'm going to take this opportunity to try to get my energies.
Okay.
So.
Goodbye. So sad.
Goodbye.
When are we
See
doing
you later.
Baldur's Gate? When are we doing Baldur's Gate?
When are we doing Baldur's Gate? So it won't be tomorrow because I gotta do stuff. But we'll see this week coming up. If I can get ahead of the curve, then I should be good towards the end of the week.
Cool.
Yeah.
How many rolls? So we got to decide. That's fine. We're now talking about the random gladiators.
Crap, you left. So Marty, you're streaming Thursday. You're free basically Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday
And
next
Tuesday.
week.
Tuesday I'm streaming. I'm free those days. Yes, on the days that we aren't playing game, I'm going to.
You're streaming something else.
I know I'm going to play like Pathfinder Kingmaker and show you guys how to cheat at that game. But
Yeah. So I was just wondering with Mark if you have a Thursday, Friday. Fuck.
let's work that in email, and then we'll let
Sure,
the stream know.
sure.
But the next episode on Die Dragon Die will be Titan's Gift episode 10, and they've just killed Gedrin, and they're trying to figure out the party split.
That's gonna be hilarious.
They're trapped in the hut. They don't know what the hut is yet, so don't spoil that for them.
Yeah, it's hilarious to watch.
And they're still in danger at the Villa Malavella. Like there's still lots of danger there.
Did you see it, Mark?
No, I didn't see it.
So there's a bunch of casters and there's like very few fighters.
Yeah, I remember the party thinking.
So they split, and the non-casters are trapped in the hut, and they have the key, but they don't know how to use it. They have no idea what it is, where they are, and the casters are on the other side. And good luck.
Okay,
Good luck,
Gladiator
Rogue.
Generation. I believe you have a veto, right?
Yes.
And then I don't remember when we rolled last. Like, did we roll out 2 different rolls to see what it was, or was it just vetoes involved, or like
Which
think it was
gladiator?
I think it was a re-roll.
it was a?
Like if you didn't like what it was, you could
Just-
that's my veto,
just-
and you get re-roll it.
Okay.
Are we rolling the gladiator for Mark right now?
Yeah, and then given that there's a random level, I will give Mark the. You could either be at the same XP that Mortenzie was at, or you could roll randomly and get the average of the party, one higher or one lower. Like basically, there's a
Okay.
chance for you to be less or more powerful. I remember doing this for Sam.
Let's do
because-
the random thing.
The random thing, you're fine. Okay, and then there will be a 10% bump in what you need for that level because of the random event that we had.
Okay.
Okay, so Mark is rolling a random gladiator, and let's roll for race first.
Okay.
Quick question, Marty. Are we going to have to train, or are we getting 9th or 8th? I mean, or the next level?
Everyone has to train in this campaign, so
Okay. So we'll need to get to another city, another town. Okay. We might have to fight before we level.
you do have training facilities on in the caravan. Some of them, anyways.
But this is the problem. Like we're level. It'll take us how many days to?
I don't know, Mark. Do you want help with the rolling, or do you want to roll yourself?
Sorry.
I mean, if the stream wants to roll it, that's fine too.
Okay, so I need a D100. I will do the same thing we did a long time ago. It's lowercase 1. You need to do this without the quotes in order to get Modron to roll. So a 1D100 for the race. We are in
81.
Orcs and Goblinoids.
Cool.
And then a D4 for the...
Hey, look, elves.
A D4 for the race. 1 is Orc, 2 is Goblin, 3 is Hobgoblin, 4 is Bugbear.
Bugbear. Bugbears are mean.
Need a D4. Why is it always Orcs? I don't know. The percentage is really...
It's not skewed that way at all.
There's only a a 12% chance of orcs and goblins. Maybe I can reduce that a little bit.
The Imperium's doing really well this year. They're down to 8.
Two.
No.
2 is goblin.
So we've got another worshiper of Xorbinius.
Mark's made some interesting goblins before. It could be like a long lost tribe member of Nibbles.
Nibbles.
Yeah, there's some potential there. All right, let's see. Character power. We were gonna say is random, so a D3. Mark, you need to roll this one because 1 is 1 level lower than Mortenzie, 2 is the same level, 3 is 1 level higher.
I am going to use this my veto.
You don't want to play a goblin that's weaker than Mortenzie? Is that what you're saying?
No, I want my level higher.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm going to re-roll this.
Yeah, can't get a 1.
3!
Oh, wow. Okay. So this is a 8th level goblin?
Yeah. You watch, it's an 8th level commoner goblin.
Okay, so
excellent at
ability
cooking.
score method D8.
Go ahead, randomly.
Eight is heroic. 2d6 plus 6 placed.
Nice!
Replace one roll
Wow.
with 14.
Nice!
Nice.
All right, so I'm going to make some notes about this while we're going. So this is a goblin, level 8. 2 heroic is 2d6 plus 6.
Do you want me to roll them now, or...?
Yeah, yep.
Alright, so 6... Yeah, those are some shit stats, actually.
10, 10,
me.
13, 13, 13, 11.
Holy fuck. Well, actually, that's plus 6. No.
That is what they're all plus...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Indeed.
You get to
I
replace
cannot-
one with a 14, so...
Can I veto this? Can I?
It is what it is.
Fuck. Well, you can train him.
You can train them up, yes.
Mhm.
Give me a
Much trading.
percentile? This is how old he is?
Oh, yeah. Randomly. Come on. Yeah, I'll be okay with those stats if he's like 2.
Can I spend a hero point? You know what? If this character is really dumb, then we can just scrap the whole thing. Can you spend a
Rerolls.
hero point to reroll stats?
I think so, personally.
I'm okay with that. I'm just saying.
Maybe sure. Possibly. That's what I would do.
66.
Yeah, I'd let a hero point act as a veto point. 66 is adult.
I can reincarnate you.
Okay, reroll the stats.
Here we go.
Okay.
Not really much better, but
Fuck me. Sorry, Mark. Fuck your life.
yep.
Okay,
Well, at least
does
there's a 16 in there.
9 get replaced with a 14? Is that what's going on?
It
or-
certainly does, yes.
Okay. A little bit better.
A little bit.
Let's just see if Marty rolled these things. What would Modron do?
18, 17,
14, 12,
16, 16, 14. 10.
Hold on. I want to try my luck at this.
Everyone wants to roll.
15, 12, 11, 15. Yeah, all right. Well, it's average. It's average.
It's
It's higher. It's
yeah.
higher for us though.
I think I'd prefer the 5d6
Yeah.
method. But anyways, okay. What is he? He's he's adult age, and now the important thing is the starting class percentile.
Okay. Randomly. It's a D100.
Yep.
Foxfire.
Foxfire is rolling stats too. Oh,
Yes, he's-
16, 17, 15. That's
That's better. Yeah, it's got a 9.
That's pretty
in there.
good.
A couple 9s, but
Hey, no worries. Modron bot is happy rolling dice. We need a percentile though. Oh, there we go. 6
6.
is NPC class.
I figured. Yeah.
I am
Commoner.
And it's a D6 to see what NPC class. 6
Roll
is
a
courtesan.
one. Roll
6
a
is
one.
courtesan.
8th level though. That's something.
Fuck it, I'm on this train.
Oh, there you go ahead, an 18 in there. That's pretty cool. 6 is a courtesan.
Hey, handsome.
Oh.
Well, we want entertainment and don't care.
You're looking for a little something, something.
So what I'm picturing right now is the lipstick wig wearing gremlin
Gremlin, yeah.
from Gremlins. I don't know if it's Gremlins 1 or 2, but that's what I'm picturing.
Yep.
Okay. Then I guess you decide what the 7 other levels are.
Yeah.
Maybe scrap the whole thing. let's just go to the end. D6 for alignment. Three, it's chaotic, and it would be a chaotic neutral goblin courtesan. Oh, that's just funny. Who has what background?
This column will go all
Wait, is it a male or a female?
Oh, I don't know. Who's an outlaw? An outlaw courtesan?
He's illegally selling things.
A traveling nomad, outlaw, nomadic, a nomadic outlaw courtesan.
Okay.
Mark, do you want to play this character?
Yes. Let's do this.
do you?
Let's do this.
Seriously? Oh, this is stupid.
Random. You wanted random, we got random. All the way to
All the way to the grave. Good stuff. Good stuff, guys.
There is something that fits into the plot that I can talk to you about, Mark, afterwards. And then I'm sure that at 8th level, some of this stuff could be retrained.
It's a challenge. Can you play this fucked up thing? Yeah.
So we're going to have to find playable goblin stats, because in Pathfinder 2E playtest, goblins are playable. In Pathfinder 1E, goblins are not playable. Like they're ability scores are way too.
They get a +4 dex. What are you talking about?
That's true. Let's have a look at.
I think it's -2 strength, -2 charisma.
They are quick. They are quick.
They make great rogues.
Small.
-2 strength, +4 dex, -4 charisma. And you have the skills Sneaky Rider.
Yeah.
Not to be taken out of.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm making. I know exactly what I'm making.
You said it. You said it, not me.
It's going to be a summoner. Yeah.
Okay.
Riding his eidolon.
Oh, that broken thing.
Oh no. They need int, and you can place those
No,
wherever
they
you
need
want.
charisma.
Oh, they need charisma? Okay.
Yeah, they need charisma. I will have to train my charisma.
Interesting. All right, so there are goblins have suffered. They had their own little mini kingdoms as well, and they've suffered underneath the Imperium. I believe the group passed by the group being the road along the road of sorrow. I think there is like a goblin dominated wood that used to have a kingdom. Courtesan could just simply be you're like a sycophant in a like a chieftain's in a chieftain's court, basically.
Okay.
Like maybe there was like if it's a male goblin, maybe there was a powerful female goblin that you suck up to. You could be an ex-person from the House of the Grim Goblin, maybe.
Sure.
That you didn't agree with their current raising of trolls, and
Fuck yes, they eat us.
you could be from one of the northern goblin tribes. But then we'll have a different conversation. Cool. All right. So this is Mark's goblin.
Where are we putting the stats that I gotta work with?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
still gotta make that magic
This is in the circus, so I'll put it at just way at the bottom, or I'll put it in sandbox.
Okay, sandbox.
Sandbox, and we'll call this circus goblin. Eighth level and competent. This could be somebody that knows Grizaak and Nibbles.
Sure. Possibly.
So I'm sure you'll put some. I'm sure you'll put some
yeah.
thought behind it and give you something to do while you're at work.
Yep.
During downtime. Cool. Okay, I think this is a good place to leave it. Thanks for hanging out. We will train this stuff up, and it'll be a pain. 8th level, yeah, because you need to get 8 points every time you train. So it's 8 level plus 10%. I'll figure out what that is. I think that will lessen the blow a little bit.
Mm.
I don't know, man. You turned Snowbeard, who had a like dog shit stats, into a fun character to play. Mortenzie was a weird, like, oh, you're a gnome barbarian, and you turned him into like, or gnome blood rage or whatever. You turned him into something that was just fantabulous, who may not really be dead. A descendant of Mazatec. Oh, they protected Mazatec's little tribe of like civilized goblins. Oh,
There you go. Fox
Oh, I gotta
gets
find-
2 hero points.
I
think everybody gets
gotta
fucking
find
hero
a
point.
goblin, a picture of a goblin with a monocle. Oh no! be nice here.
Oh no.
You know what it could be?
Mazatec.
It could be a descendant of Mazathex or a part of his tribe. But for a while, Nibbles was wandering around as a goblin. Like, goblin Nibbles could have an entire tribe out there that were descended from him. Or Mazathek before he became had a bunch of children and they all became like